said he was qualified, so he whooped his ass, while he was in there. Now, the other stuff that happened, it went down the way it did, man.
I would like to wish you all the Brits to go fuck yourself.
Welcome back, guys, to Grey Talks Wrestling. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to another retro review. It's time to talk about WWF Survivor Series 1990, and one small mistake, one little segment, one little thing, one decision that you make can just completely ruin a whole show. One thing that everyone remembers about Survivor Series 1990 was not the stars that were made on this show. No. It was about the gobbledygooker. If you take that moment out, this was arguably the greatest Survivor Series of that era. The first 5, let's say, Survivor Series, where they only had the tag team matches, the Survivor Series style matches, for me, this was the best. This was. If you take away that stupid moment where they decided to put that great big fucking egg out and have a guy dressed up as a rooster, suppose it was one of the Guerreros, pops out, dances with Mean Gene in the ring. Take that moment out of this. Forget it. Wipe it out of your mind. Men in Black style it. Forget it. And this was the greatest show. Greatest Survivor Series of that era, without a doubt. Some great matches. And I loved the Ultimate Survivor thing at the end as well. That really worked. I would have loved to have seen that come back. Let's kick it off though. Oh, the Warriors versus the Perfect Team. This was a dream team for me, really, the Warriors. Legitimate Warriors as well. You had the Ultimate Warrior as the team captain. You had the modern day Warrior, who he was known as before he came to the WWF. Now he was known as Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. And you had the Road Warriors as well. Well, they were known as the Road Warriors outside of the WWF to everybody. Everybody knew who they were. They were the Road Warriors. But here in the WWF, they were called Legion of Doom. But what a dream team. What a team. They're going up against the Perfect Team. You got Mr. Perfect and Demolition. Axe, Smash, and unfortunately, Crush. He just crushed Demolition. Completely crushed them and ruined them. But what I did like is that we got to see a little glimpse of what would have happened with LOD and Demolition coming face to face on a big show. Yeah, you got them in dark matches. Yeah, you got them on maybe a Madison Square Garden show here or there. But we didn't really get a big match between Legion of Doom and Demolition, which was a shame, really. It was Demolition were on their way out. This was probably the only bit we got, really. And it was okay, but ended with both teams getting DQ'd. Warrior went on to be the sole survivor after Perfect was able to eliminate Texas Tornado. I'm pretty sure one of Demolition got eliminated by Warrior as well before they got themselves DQ'd with the Road Warriors, or LOD. And yeah, Warrior was the sole survivor after beating Perfect. It was decent. You had the world champ, Intercontinental champ on the same team. It was good. It was a good opener. Exciting. Perfect was fantastic. Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado, I loved him. He was good. Warrior, okay in little bits. So in these sort of matches, he shone. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed the opener. Then you got the $1 Million team up against the Dream Team. Team captains, you had Ted DiBiase captaining his team. Dusty Rhodes, of course, was the captain of his team. On Dusty's team, you had Koko Beware and the Hart Foundation. And on Ted DiBiase's team, you had Rhythm and Blues, Honky Tonk Man, Greg Valentine, and a new character, a new professional wrestler, a new superstar debuting, going by the name of The Undertaker. Whatever happened to that guy, who knows? But let's have it right, yeah. This match made The Undertaker. This was his debut, and we will never forget that. But this match also made another superstar who had a great moment in this match, in my opinion, and set him on a path to the top, to becoming one of the greatest of all time, to becoming the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Go back and watch this match and watch Bret Hart just be fantastic throughout, be the last survivor of his team. The part with him and DiBiase at the end was fantastic. He took him to the limit, and DiBiase had to cheat to win. Bret Hart was born here, man, and then on the next year you see where he goes. He goes and wins the IC title. So I think this moment here is the launching pad for Bret the Hitman Hart as a singles competitor. A great moment to go back and watch, and then go watch after that how Bret just goes on to becoming one of the best of all time. The Visionaries versus the Vipers. Something you didn't see ever happen previously is a whole team surviving. And that's what happens here. Didn't expect it really. When you look at the Visionaries, you've got Rick Martel, the Warlord, Hercules and Paul Roma going up against Jimmy Snuka, Jake the Snake Roberts, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, the Rockers. You'd think that team of Jake the Snake Roberts and Snuka and the Rockers could do bits. But no. They all get themselves eliminated. Power and Glory, the Warlord and Martel move on to the Ultimate Survivor. And things are looking bleak for the babyface team at the moment. Because you've only got the Ultimate Warrior, really, who's survived. Not looking good. Next up, the Alliance versus the Mercenaries. Now, the Alliance was made up of Nikolai Volkov, Tito Santana, Luke and Butch. Basically, anyone that wasn't American was coming together to defend America. Quite interesting, that. Quite a concept, I suppose. Because on the other team, you had Sergeant Slaughter, Boris Zhukov, Sato and Tanaka. This is where they were introducing, really, Sergeant Slaughter on a big time. Like, hadn't seen much of him. You've seen little glimpses that he'd turn in. He's back on America, turning to the Iraqi side. They had the Gulf War going on at that time. So it kind of made sense what they were trying to do, I suppose. You would have thought Sergeant Slaughter would have got a win here, though. That's the only thing I thought they would have done differently. Like, somehow Tito Santana and his boys, Luke, Butch and Nikolai Volkov, and managed to just eliminate everyone. Sergeant Slaughter's the only one left. He manages to get rid of a couple of them in the Bushwhackers, I believe, and Nikolai Volkov, and Tito Santana somehow picks up the win and goes on to be into the Ultimate Survivor. I would have thought they would have gone the other way with it, really. Give Sergeant Slaughter a win here, because you see where he's going soon. Would have done him some good, I would have thought. Hulkamaniacs versus the Natural Disasters. Do we really need to talk about that one? I suppose so. Hulk Hogan survives. Jim Duggan goes out. Big Boss Man, Tugboat, Earthquake, Haku, Dino Bravo and the Barbarian. This was fucking brutal. Let's have it right. Worst match of the night. Without a doubt. Hogan survives. Of course he does. What a surprise. And then we have the 5-on-3 Ultimate Survivor match. Hulk Hogan, the Warrior and Tito Santana against Ted DiBiase, Rick Martel, the Warlord, Hercules and Paul Roma. Now, you know what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen. You knew it as a kid. You knew it back then. Hogan was just, and Warrior was just going to run through all of them. Job them all out, bury them all, and that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. Hogan, Warrior stand tall at the end. Of course they do. But it was fun. It was fun. No doubt about it. Enjoyable. And I wish they'd done that again. That Ultimate Survivor thing. That was a cool concept. Definitely would have liked to have seen that done again. But this was the last of the original sort of Survivor series. And for me, one of the best ones. If you take away the gobbledygooker moment, this was pretty damn good. Thanks for watching. Grey Talks Wrestling. If you like this video, smash the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate everyone that's done it so far. Stay safe, stay lucky, and I'll see you next time.